Hi, this is Moes. I'm here with Sam Krohlow. We are watching the TokyoMTG Vintage Open, which is played at GP Nagoya on 11th of April, 2014. We're going to go into round one here of, I think, 5, although it looks like one of the videos may have gotten a little messed up.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 5 rounds, so.
Right. So on the right half of your screen, we have a Rage Extractor shops list. And on the left half is going to be a black, white, green, junk aggro control list.
And on the right here, the Rage Shops player starts off with Mishra's Workshop and a Black Lotus, which is a very good start for a Shops deck.
Yeah, he's going to have a bunch of mana. He'll be able to play whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, there's very few cards in Shops decks now that you can't cast with 6 mana.
Right. And I think most of them do top out there. You do have Krohlow force or targets like Light Steel or maybe Sundering Titan that you would be able to. In this case, we actually do have the marquee card there. That's Rage Extractor that his opponent's going to read. Rage Extractor is a Phyrexian mana artifact that deals damage for other Phyrexian spells that you play.
Yep. So, it deals damage equal to their converted mana cost.
Right, which actually can be quite a bit if you consider that, for example, Rage Extractor itself, that's a 5-drop.
Yep, and he drops to 18 life from that Phyrexian mana and then plays a Chalice of the Void for 1 with a counter at 1.
Yeah, I think the Chalice is going to be pretty good there. That would shut off any sort of Swords to Plowshares removal. Also things like Deathrat Shaman or Hierarch if you have those.
Exactly.
But his opponent just goes Strip Mine on the Workshop and passes.
Strip Mining Workshop is usually a very strong play.
Right. And the Work player plays some mana. I wonder if he's holding that Mox Jack in his hand. Said he had nothing to do with her. Yeah, both players are just playing mana here.
Eventually we'll get some action going.
Yeah. And you guys thought Vintage was all about turn 1 kill.
Yeah.
So
looks like we have a Metal Worker over there.
But each other then plays a little bit more mana. We're still sort of in the developmental phase of the game. Have the Metal Worker. Yeah, that'll tap 2 times the number of artifacts you reveal from your hand when you tap it. So.
It's really easy to get a lot of mana with that card.
Right. The jump player here is just sort of thinning his deck. Looks like he's just pulling out a land no matter what he's going to do with it. Do anything with it on his step.
Junk player fetches out a Savannah here, dropping to 19 life.
Right.
Quite a few 2-drop spells in these junk decks now. You have like Dark Confidant and Solid Pride Mage. Maybe he's playing Tarmogoyf too, even.
Yeah, and Solid Pride Mage would be really good against Shops here. But we have Dark Confidant on the board. Pass the turn. Shops player still has several cards in hand. I'm not sure exactly what the count is. Probably has several options. So he's going to go with Tankwire. Seems pretty good against an opponent with only 3 permanents in play.
Yeah, that'll give him plenty of time to do whatever he wants.
Yep.
Especially since he has 3 permanents he can tap for free, pretty much.
Yeah, the Shops player will be able to tap Tanglewire, the Rage Extractor, and Chalice without any loss of functionality there. It looks like the junk player has floated some mana there, tapped down. He's revealing Swords to Plowshares to Dark Confidant. And he's going to try and play the Chalice.
Yeah.
Looks like he probably forgot about it. And both players have realized that that's not going to work, so the Metal Worker's going to stay in play there. Land pass. So the Shop Slayer is going to tap down. As we said, he's got plenty of stuff to tap down without any actual drawback.
Yeah.
I think looks like we're going to see Rage Extractor work here. So that's Tyrant's Gambit that he just played. Normally just a draw 2 and a wait. And with the Rage Extractor in play, he's going to be able to deal 4 damage to his opponent as well.
Yep. So he drops himself to 16 life, and his opponent is going to drop down to 14 since he revealed Swords of Plowshares to Bob as well.
Right. So he's in the cards. I wonder if he's going to use the Proliferate. Yeah, it looks like he's thinking about it. Yeah, he's going to Proliferate and put the Tangle Wire back up to 4 counters. He had the option to put Chalice of the Void to 2 counters as well, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'd want to, though.
Yeah, he's got a... One seems like it's good to keep down removal and any acceleration that might help get him out of Tangle Wire range.
Yep.
Still haven't used Metalworker for anything. He's not even attacking with it. Kind of a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, I feel like he's just missing a couple points of damage at this point.
Yeah.
Is that a Wasteland revealed?
Yeah, it was a Wasteland. Wasteland revealed to Bob. Draws for turn. He's got that die on top of his deck there to remind him.
Not a bad idea.
Always good practice, right? I wonder if he's gonna try and waste the City of Traders there. I sometimes wait on the. Oh yeah, he does. I sometimes wait on City of Traders, knowing that my opponent will end up wastelanding it himself if he plays another land.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, keeping the wasteland in play would give him more permanence to tap to the Tangle Wire.
That's another good point. Yeah, because if you keep wasteland in play, you pretty much prevent your opponent from playing any lands for fear of losing all of them.
Well, there you go. Mr. Trainer in play.
Must be nice.
And Slash Panther. So that's going to be... Slash Panther is going to be 5 damage off the Rage Extractor. And right here, an attack. And now he does swing with the Metalworker, so that's a total attack for 5. That's a total of 10 damage this turn.
Ouch. So now our life totals are 4 to 14.
Yep. We're seeing the writing on the wall here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much you can do to get out of it at this point. Especially with Tangle Wire tapping down half his permanents.
Alright, he's still got to reveal the Bob. I don't know that he'd have any 4 drops, but looks like he's got to keep that Bob block slash there.
Yeah. He just needs a blocker at this point. I'm confused with the confusion.
I think he's wondering about the prospects of floating mana, maybe. Float mana, Tangle Wire on the stack.
Gotcha. Was that a Scavenging Ooze he revealed? Yeah, looks like that's going to be...
Mental misstep.
I suppose he can still block the Slash Panther here and only take 1 from Metalworker.
Right. You lose Bob. Slasher would die, though. I mean, that's...
Yeah, you would trade with the Slash
Panther. That seems like a good
Panther.
trade at this point.
Exactly. Slash Panther's strong, but it's not very tough.
But Sculpting Steel.
Oh, he's just going to hit the Slash Panther and deal damage.
That's probably game there.
Yep. So he's just going to burn him out with the Rage Extractor. Yep. On to game 2 we go.
Does that burn him out, or does it come into play?
I believe it's as if you're casting that card.
Okay.
Sculpting Steel completely takes over.
Yeah, I'm not on the rules here. Probably can't hear the audio really. Well, we can hear the audio, but it's in Japanese, which unfortunately we can't understand. But so the Rage Extractor shops list is actually pretty interesting. I haven't really seen or played against that here in the States anyway. I know obviously it's been played in the States as well, but the Rage Extractor itself is a fairly interesting card that, with the right hands, can really deal a lot of damage in a hurry.
Yeah, definitely. Sculpting Steel. As Sculpting Steel comes into play, you may choose an artifact in play. It comes into play as a copy of that artifact. So would that work with Rage Extractor? I'm not sure.
I don't think it would.
Because I think it's when you cast, yeah. So that might have been a mistake there. Well, he does get to attack with the Slash Panther.
He just had lethal damage on
yeah, that does give him lethal damage. Okay. He just didn't burn out.
Right. I think this is actually a pretty interesting matchup, though, because generally the junk decks are going to have a lot of artifact removal, a lot of creature hate that should actually match up pretty well against shops.
Yeah, definitely.
And shops in general. I mean, this is, ultimately we're still looking at a, sort of workshop prison, workshop control deck, and obviously he's got some aggro elements too. But being able to proliferate Tangle Wire and like I said, even Chalice, like that sort of puts you in the realm of control deck still, I think.
We did see Tanglewire, but we didn't see any spheres that game.
No, that's true.
I wonder how many, if any, he's running.
I'm sure he's got at least for Lodestone Golem.
Yeah.
That's going to be this effect.
Yeah.
The players counting out their sideboard. Gonna go to game 2 here.
I'm sure the junk player is going to be bringing in stuff like Stony Silence or Kataki, something like that.
Yeah, I think, there's a million different answers that he could bring in.
Yeah.
All of them are good. They're all going to be, a lot of them are going to be permanents, which is going to be good against Tanglewire. A lot of them are going to be creatures, which helps play through some of the sphere effects. At least gets through Thorn of Amethyst if he's playing them. And obviously any creatures are going to just help fight them against Flat Bear. So.
Yep. Especially if he's keeping the artifacts under control, he'll have pressure on board.
Right.
Trying to see if I can see any new cards in the Rage Extractor deck while he shuffles.
Shuffles, yeah. I really like that Tezzeret Gambit card. I think even without necessarily having Rage Extractor, being able to play a colorless draw spell in shops and proliferate your artifacts is, a lot of that seems like it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I feel like the proliferate is commonly overlooked and you don't think about it, but in a shops deck with Tanglewire and Chalice and such, it seems very powerful.
Right. Yeah, it will advantage of that as well. So yeah, shops player, he's going to be mulliganing. He's going to 6 cards. That looks like the junk player must have 7. So he'll be on 7 on the play, which seems for him.
Yeah, definitely seems better. It almost looks like the junk player always has dice on top of his deck from his card sleeves.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Alright, let's see if these 6 are any good. Unfortunately, we can't see their hands. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting watching Magic from a different metagame than your own.
Yeah.
Sam and I both play in the Ohio metagame, which even differs even from the Northeast U.S. metagame. These, like I said, we rarely see Rage Extractor shops, and even junk doesn't show up all that much. We have a lot of blue blue decks recently.
Yeah.
And
Ohio used to be very shop savvy, but lately it's been a lot more blue in combo.
Right, and I think part of that might just be because I think this tournament would have been sanctioned. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that keeps some of the blue decks out, but the Shops player obviously has Shops and power. So
yeah.
He's
for sanctioned Magic, Shops being one of the more expensive decks.
Right, yeah.
Looked like his Lotus and Moxes were black border as well.
Yeah, beta.
Were the junk players lands?
It looks like they were revised. I mean, they were white border.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
I mean, I can't tell revised or unlimited from here.
Yeah.
He's gonna... Junk player on the play is gonna crack a fetch and...
drop himself to 19 life.
I wonder if he has a turn on play.
Going for the Savannah.
Deathray Shaman.
That seems pretty good.
It's gonna be a good opener against Shops. That'll help him play through any wastelands or tangle wires. Or, like I said, if the Shops player does have any sphere effects, he'll get through those as well.
Definitely. That mana will come in handy. Oh, no workshop.
Yeah, Shops player opens with 5 mana and another Rage Extractor. So I guess again he's got his marquee card there.
Wow. Turn 1, both games.
Yeah. Speaking as a Shops player, though, I know I always hate to open with City of Traders.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the Moxes, he's gonna cut himself off from a lot of mana if he as soon as he finds some, I suppose. He's going to be down to... He'll have just the one card in hand now, though.
Is that a Serenity?
Yeah.
I love that card.
Serenity seems like a blowout right here. So, Serenity is a enchantment, costs 2, and it destroys all artifacts and enchantments, including itself, on the controller's next upkeep. So, if that sticks around... The Shops player is going to lose his 3 Moxes and his Rage Extractor, setting him back up more than a full turn.
Yeah, that's quite a few cards. That'll be a 4 for 1 right there.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to do anything here. Because any artifacts he plays are just going to get blown up.
He'll just play a land and play Spine of Ishsa and be fine.
Oh, that'd be super.
In a perfect world.
I mean, he does have colored mana. I suppose he could do almost anything.
Yeah, that's true.
The Tezzeret's Gambit isn't an artifact, so you might have more surprises.
We have 1 mana.
That's Apostle's Blessing. What he did there, that's Apostle's Blessing, which gives protection to a color or to artifacts to a target creature. And I think he used the Rage Extractor to deal the damage to the Deathray Shaman. So, using Apostle's Blessing as creature removal.
That would drop him down to 15 life from the Rage Extractor, the Blessing, and then Deathray Shaman hit.
Looks like here we have, it's going to be Stolely Silenced, and then, is that Dark Confidant?
Yep, that's Dark Confidant.
Okay.
That seems pretty strong.
Yeah, that's going to be good. The Shops player had to just draw his card and pass. And
reveals Abrupt Cicada, Dark Confidant.
Yeah.
I believe that drops him to 17, unless I missed a fetch land. I think he played a fetch land. Second Bob, yep.
Yeah. Looks like the junk player in critical control of this game. He's got a draw engine out. He's got Stony Silence keeping his opponent off some mana. His opponent had mulliganed to 5 and is now stuck with just 1. He's got
does get a Lodestone.
He does have Lodestone. I know that's going to be quite good enough here. He also took himself off of mana with the
that's a
playing the shop into the City of Traders.
Is that a Phyrexian Revoker? And a Swords to Plowshares. There goes Lodestone.
Yeah, Swords to Plowshares. How nice.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some real damage here now.
Right.
2 Bobs out.
Send his opponent back up 5 life and use Swords.
That's true.
I really don't think that's going to hurt him too much, but...
Yep.
So, gain 5. Take 4.
The Junk player is also playing Elvish Spirit Guides to help accelerate his mana.
Yeah, don't discount those Elvish Spirit Guides as attackers later on too. At this point, now that he has 4 lands in play, I mean, if he draws an Elvish Spirit Guide, he can easily play one as a 2/2.
That's a good point. I wonder if he's playing those to account for not having Moxen, or if...
I think I would play those in a junk deck anyway. I think being able to play something like Stony Silence or Bob or...
Yeah, it definitely makes Stony Silence more powerful. Yes. I really like Elvish Spirit Guide.
Yeah, speaking of Kasali Pride Mage, that's what he's got here. Shops there, considering his opponent's 6 damage on board.
Yeah, it's not looking too good here.
No.
It's like we might get to see a game 3.
Yes, tricks. Oh, no, 5 more mana. Or 5 mana total now, but pass.
But no plays. Is that another Stony Silence? And Elvish Spirit Guide?
Yeah, like it. Yep. So he took 5 damage from his own card there from Bob. What's the junk player right now?
He's either at 7 or 8, depending on how many times he fetched.
Okay, I think he fetched twice.
Okay, if he fetched twice, he's at 8 life.
Okay.
And then the Shops player should be at dropping to 10 life now.
Right.
Yeah, because last turn he Yeah, because last turn he swords the Lodestone and dealt 4 damage.
Is that Kataki?
I really like Kataki.
Yeah, me too. I think it's nice having a sort of energy flux that only costs 2 and attacks.
Yeah.
I think it's
being a creature is a huge benefit.
Yeah, some players just tend to overrate it because Shops doesn't have too much trouble playing around it, especially if they have something like Metalworker.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Soul Ring, and this guy has City of Traders, but
yeah, it's much easier to play through than an energy flux, that's for sure.
Right, but it does hold you back a little bit. So.
And then he plays a Phyrexian Revoker.
Yeah.
No idea what he named.
Yeah, well, I think we're just looking at lethal damage on the board, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think he's just trying to load the board up. Probably name something like Black Lotus or something of that nature. Maybe you name... No, you can't name... Oh, no, you can name Mana Source, so that's right.
Yeah, you can name...
Piling Needle, you cannot name
Maybe
Mana Source.
Metalwork. So he's going to pay for Evoker. Opponent has a blocker.
Did he reveal another... Oh, no, he has an Abrupt Decay. That's what he has.
Yeah, he has Abrupt Decay.
Reveals a Bob there as well, so he takes 2 damage, dropping him to 6.
But if he has Abrupt Decay, I think this will be over.
I think you're right.
He'll get rid of the Metal Worker. And the team.
That'll do.
So.
And we go to game 3.
Yeah, so like I said, this is actually a pretty decent matchup. The Shops list can come out of nowhere with a lot of damage, but the junk players really should have a lot of good answers to it. Especially if he's on a play, he should have have a little bit of an upper hand. Of course, he's going to be on the draw here, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I feel like whoever has the first turn play has a decent advantage in this matchup.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, as long as you're not doing something totally irrelevant.
Yep. With no counters, I think it's much more important.
Yeah.
I noticed the junk player was playing Mental Missteps game 1. I'm assuming he took those out after that, though.
I would guess. Yeah, Mental Missteps is an interesting card. It's obviously banned now in Legacy and Modern. So a lot of the younger Eternal formats don't really, younger Eternal formats and Modern don't really get to experience it. But it really does make a difference in some of the non-blue control decks. I mean, having an aggro control deck that's able to counter things like Ancestral Recall or Vampiric Tutor, that sort of thing.
Yep.
I mean, that
Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Plenty of powerful spells that cost 1 mana.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, being able to have a turn 1 answer to things like Dark Ritual is just...
Yeah, exactly. It gives him a little bit of an edge against combo decks, where otherwise he'd probably be real soft, too.
Right, yeah. Workshop deck changed up his sideboard a little bit, counted it out for his opponent. So that's 15 cards. It doesn't look like anyone's really doing the bring in extra cards or anything like that.
I must say, this is probably the first time I've seen a match where players show the other player how many cards are in their sideboard.
Yeah, actually, I watched some of these other matches, the other matches from this tournament. It seems like a pretty regular thing.
It must be much more common in Japan.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Japanese thing or if they were just doing it at this tournament or what.
Definitely seems like a smart thing to do to make sure you haven't... Well, it's less important now with the new rules change where it doesn't matter as much.
Right.
But it would have definitely helped me not lose some games in tournaments when I Burning Wish for cards and forgot about them.
Right, oh yeah.
Yeah, now I always call my sideboard.
Yeah, no, I've always counted my sideboard. I guess I just never really counted up for my opponent. It's just
yeah.
It's a nice courtesy.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll have shops on the play this game.
Yep.
Let's see if you can make 6 mana this turn also.
Players are keeping?
I believe so. Oh.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Now, watching the timer on the video, I see that we only have about 4 minutes left. So, seems like one of these players is going to really win here.
I wonder if that means that the player on the left is going to continue to mulligan, maybe?
Well, I mean, they'd have a 50-minute match, so...
Yeah. Maybe he drops down to 5 cards or something and then just doesn't have any way to play.
Could be.
We'll see.
It's going to be decisive, that's my guess.
Alright, what do you think is going to be the turn 1 play from the shops player, Nat?
I'm going to go with Rage Extractor again. I mean, he's had it twice. He's probably playing, 8 or 12 copies of it, so...
I'm going to switch it up and say Lodestone, since this game
is
probably going to end in the next couple minutes. Which is very common for Lodestone Golem to do. Slash Panther.
Oh, yeah. So he opened with Mishra's Workshop, Mox Ruby, Slash Panther. That'll put him down to 18, but you will get in there for 4 damage.
That seems real quick.
That also seems to bode well for a 4-minute game.
I think I see where this game's going. How many sculpting steels do you think he plays, Nat?
I'm gonna guess 4. We don't have the lists, but I'm sure that he has Phyrexian Metamorphs. And,
yeah.
If you're really trying to bank on those Phyrexian mana,
Metamorph seems real strong, man.
I think having Metamorph or having extra Flash Panthers and Rage Extractors just seems like a really good aggressive strategy if that's what you want to do.
Definitely.
Again, we don't have the lists to look at.
Wonder what his opponent is deciding here. As he has not played a land yet.
Yeah, I know, we're still
it doesn't seem
considering a mana drop.
Yeah. It's not looking so good.
Trying to calculate combat math back and forth, maybe. And
just plays fetch land and passes the turn back.
Windswept Heath pass.
There's that city.
City of Traders.
He must play 4 cities. That's the sculpting steel.
We're getting in for 8.
Ouch. That drops the junk player down to 8 life. If he has no response, that's game.
We should be at 12 left, right? He hasn't taken 2 extra damage.
Well, he took 4 and then 8, correct?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he just scooped it up. Oh, he didn't have anything.
That was Tanglewire. He played Tanglewire. The Workshop player played Tanglewire. We locked it out right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that was game. Flash Panther, Sculpting Steel, Tanglewire. That's game.
Yeah. Yep, Slash Panther in games.